good. We're not good. Oh, damn it.
Why can't you take the scales?
You already know why. You already know why. Look at this. It's beautiful.
I don't know why.
Just watch your way through here. Fudge has some spikes.
That was gruesome.
The ship doesn't swerve when it sees how big the iceberg is. Be strong, Pikmin! Be strong! There are crimes happening under here. Oh my god, there's crimes happening under here! You know what I just realized? Oh, it's off to the races. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? It's a baby! He's got a little pacifier and a like baby hat and he's swaddled in his baby blanket. I'm sorry, Mom, I haven't had a baby. I don't know what they look like. Nothing bad happens, but your grandmother might be disappointed. Grandma, no! Hey, Olaf! What? What? Excuse me? I think you were supposed to do that. I'm going out where they were. Oh, is that a third? Wondering if... Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. I have to go, my people need me. everybody, and welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to stream. Congratulations on getting first biscuit. Pretty good day here. I think we've decided for our community gaming day on Friday, we're going to be playing the sledding game demo because it goes live on Friday. And honestly, it seems like such a charming game. I have been seeing non-stop TikToks about all of the stuff that the dev has put into that game. Posted the food you have eaten so far in Discord. Oh, that looks so good. We are here, and we're gonna do some retail therapy. Isn't that what it means when you work a retail job? It's retail therapy? Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. And I also have some other games on the list that I'm all excited about. Mango sticky rice! We made that in Sedap, the game that Celestina Kitty and I were playing together. Hi, Paz. Welcome in. Happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Paz. You gotta say it with your chest. That not work. Because I spelled it wrong. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Yeah! Hi, Fudge. Fudge, I sent you a message on Hangouts. You're body doubling and trying to redo your Animal Crossing island. That's awesome. Power to you. I used to redo my entire Animal Crossing island like every 3 months. And I think I got to version 4 of my island where I finally tired out. That was about when they added the farming stuff. Which, again, I really like the farming stuff. I think it's really cool. The first time you've reset yours completely and it's taking longer than expected. That's the one thing I didn't do. I always, like, put everything in storage and flattened my island. But I never restarted. You remade your island weekly? That's impressive. Let me know how the audio is. Oh, that's right. You and Cookie had the podcast. I do remember that. Yeah, you had to create different sets for the podcast. That's still so cool. Yeah, I always love seeing what people will come up with. Why is it so grungy here? You miss doing the podcast. I understand that completely. I certainly miss being able to work remotely. Because I remember working remotely and, like, everyone was checking their turnip prices twice a day and using that turnip tracker. I've decided Gigi is super into crystals. I forget what my current quests are. Speak to Barbara. I could do that. Fisher seems much happier recently, despite the fact that he's been fishing twice as much to supply your trade deal. I guess he cares about fishing. Oh, I think I know why. He makes more money now. That must be it. I admire people with good business sense. Yeah, sure. But good to hear that he seems happier. About the sea turning green. Poseidon's Galley will be happy to lend any aid to your noble cause of restoring the environment. That said, I have no comment on the aforementioned incident and Poseidon's Galley cannot risk guilt by association. What are you on about, Barbara? Poseidon's Galley takes pride in following all regulations, especially those pertaining to safeguarding the environment. What's with the corporate speech? Are you hiding something, Barbara? Poseidon's Galley refuses to engage with baseless rumors. We stand with the environment, always. Was that all? Actually, Fisher mentioned he heard some commotion at night recently. Have you heard about that? I haven't heard anything like that. I'm never at the harbor at night. Okay. Her behavior is certainly fishy, no pun intended. But I guess I need to pursue other leads for now. Toots! As always, let me know how the audio levels are. Only 2 posters, huh? Well, I'm glad to hear you are enjoying delicious food on your trip, Biscuit. Alright, Chester's back to work. I'm out of energy drink. There we go. All better. Back in, sorry, words escape me right now. I need to get 2 more coolers. Back in like 2016 and 2017, I had a phase where I was doing a ton of like fiction writing. Even down to submitting things for anthologies, etc. I had a great fun time with that. I was gonna say, this does not seem like butter to me. Here I am. Five happy customers. I actually think this is why I got rid of the coolers was for the seaweed. Here comes Gina. 5 coffee. Five entire things of coffee. I was gonna sell my first seaweed. Yeah, it can't be my fault that you guys got here, like, right when we close. Can't be my fault. Some good money. Nice. Oh, I don't have bananas out anywhere. Oh, that's no good. Oh, yes I do. Right there. I am a little piranha plant today. Welcome in. Thank you for lurking. Ah, Chi-Chi emotes. Been enjoying watching Chi-Chi's art. I actually made my little talk sprite myself. Five out of 10. I need to get more room for the bony hair. Oh, you're not lurking, just looking at the garden. It's a lovely little place. Now, the one thing I didn't make is my overlay. And that's because I didn't quite have the illustration capacity that I have now, so I kind of wanted to, like, learn by commissioning someone. I like doing that whenever I can. Because there's no shame in admitting, hey, I don't know how to do this. But this person does. Yes, it's the sheep lady. Yeah, I especially love their little, stream avatars. Hey, boss. Doesn't Miss Anderson come into the shop every day, normally? Yeah, she's usually the first customer. Did she come in today? I don't think so. Think something happened to her? I don't know. I should probably check up on her. It's really sweet that Chester noticed. Miss Anderson! There you are. I was worried sick when you didn't come by the store today. Oh, hello, Gigi. I have found myself unable to leave my abode today. Is it because you're astral projecting? Because, I mean, you're staring out the window at this conversation. Maybe that's why you can't leave your abode today. My kitty thinks too highly of herself to walk over the dirt. What happened to the sidewalk? It's covered in mud. I have this feeling that it was Elmer. You know how he likes that park of his. Would not be surprised if he walked through here with his muddy rubber boot. Now Fred refuses to leave the house. Can you help me clean up this mess so I can take her for her walk? And please be quick about it. I need to make it home in time for the show I am watching on TV. I got you, Miss Anderson. Mistakes and admittance is the primary start at being good or something, or at least the foundation. Oh, exactly. Like, it's a matter of knowing where your strengths are. And I did try to make an overlay for myself, and I used it for a couple of months. It just wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. Oh no, Paz, you don't have enough power! You can do a regular exclamation mark stomp if you want. When you see her, tell Beatrice I asked for her. I finished cleaning the sidewalk. Good, then Fred and I can get on with it. I think she will be very pleased. Let me try. One coin! Rude. That cat is a diva. She cannot take dirt of any kind. It was no problem, Miss Anderson. I do think a reward is in order. I used to work at the old baker's shop when I was but a young girl. The miller used to give me a shill for delivering bread to the people up at Sterna View. Here you go. Thank you, dearie. Thanks, Miss Anderson. 1 coin, better than nothing. I mean, I just got 1 shill for washing the sidewalk for her, so... it's something. Bottomless cooler. Yeah, I'll take a bottomless cooler. It sure is something. Do I need another aquarium booster? Or do I have 2 already? I have 2. So good. we got 2 deep coolers and an appealing cooler. Didn't sign up to be an adult to suffer from gastric issues. I'm so sorry. I've been suffering from fatigue hitting me from like 3 different sources. Apparently, I just need to start eating rebar because my iron is atrociously low. Deep cooler. That's a regular cooler. Getting rid of you. Upgrade. Bottomless apples. Bottomless carrots. Iron for the hemogoblins, absolutely. Curse you, goblins. Smart. That's smart. I like that. Have any regular coolers that need upgrade? I don't think I do anymore. They're both deep coolers, so that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm good. Retire these 2. And then I just really need to upgrade my shelves. Oh man, I was 1 produce short. Bummer. I need anything from you today, guy. We can do some box recycling. I hope you're not wrong with that term. You're not a biologist. I'm also not a biologist. It sounded right and it sounded funny. So I was going off of that. Yeah, I think it is hemoglobin. I think you got it right. And of course, hemogoblin is the funnier version of hemoglobin. Good, I also have enough styrofoam. I am a scientist. I am the mouthwash scientist. The almighty. Oh no, I passed out! I wasn't even looking at the clock. There's 0 punishment for passing out. It's just like, whoops, whatever. I better go home. Unlike some games where you get obscene medical bills for passing out on your own property. You were referring to the hemoglobin stealing iron from the body. They are iron rich, at the very least. And And I only know this from a Google search. I took a biology class in college because some of the like high-level math classes in the chemistry degree program were very, very rough for me. And I was a gifted student used to getting all A's, so C's get degrees, but boy howdy did it still kinda hurt. I'm gonna upgrade my shells. Yeah, like whatever's going on with my iron, the unsaturated iron count is really, really high, which just means that my iron is lower than it should be. Only biology part I enjoy and love is genetics and DNA. DNA is fun. It's spirally and spinny. What more could you want? What do I have that I can read? Pads? Every self-respecting store carries pads. And other such hygiene products. Howdy, guy. What can I get you? The nightly commotion at the harbor. No clue what that could be. Probably just some animals fighting at night. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. Thanks, guy. Alright, we don't need that shelf anymore. Shop is open for business. Hi, Miss Anderson. I'm so happy that you're here and not stranded at the sidewalk. Hi, Beebles. Hi, Star Skulls. Welcome in. This game looks so cute. This game is adorable. And I actually enjoyed it so much that I started an off-stream save, which I haven't done in a while. Like, it takes a lot for a game to be like, oh, I'm enjoying this so much, I need a separate save file. You like the organized store? I've been trying really hard to figure out how I can make the most out of, like, these boosters and still make all of the shelves reachable. And it's really hard. I'm in chapter 3 of Discounty, I believe. Good on you, Magnus, for buying feminine products. Sorry, hygiene products, not feminine products. You love an off-stream save. You don't think you've ever seen it, but you can feel yourself becoming quickly obsessed. This is Discounty. It came out in August. It is a game about running a franchise of a supermarket. Your aunt invited you out to the little town of Blomkist to help run this for her and with her. I am playing this on Steam, but it is on the Switch as well, and I have genuinely thought about buying it again for the Switch because I really enjoy this game. It's so much fun. It looks like a great Switch game. It feels like a great Switch game. Like, there's just something about it. Gotta clean up. Hi, Gina. You love this game, but you were one of the first people that got stuck on the stairs on the way to the dock. Elmer blocked you due to the event. Oh, no! Oh, sorry, Tammy. Tammy, I'm reading chat. You understand. Tammy understands. So this is an upgrade that you don't get until later, the barcode scanner. You start the game by actually, like, typing in the prices. And of course, the idea is that it's a little slower. So your customers might get impatient because it's a little slower. So then the barcode system, each, like, product group has its own set of, like, the barcode's on the left, the barcode's on the top, it's on the bottom. I'm sorry to hear that you got stuck in this. That is definitely no fun. And I know that, you know, that's a part of, indie games. There are some bugs. It takes a little bit sometimes to, get the kinks worked out. You hate Elmer now? I mean, that's fair. Elmer is one of those guys. Come on, Elmer. You can do better than that. Well, that's rice. Thought I grabbed the pads. I do a fun character voice for Elmer when I talk to him. Oh, I'm out of apples. Thank you so much for the sub, Beebles! So, yes, I am doing the September special. So if there is anything that you would want doodled as a little cereal box, I'm more than happy to do it. Got a whole thing going that he's just a jerk and making everything to ruin your life. I mean, he is... God, I love that little Azumarill. I'll show you some of the examples I have then. I gotta get rid of some of these boxes, oh my goodness. Need more cheese. I need more fish sticks. I'm like totally out. Jumpluff is absolutely on the table. Jumpluff is also a really good pick. Have incredible taste. Need to get to playing this on the Switch again. It's such a fun one to tune out. It really is. Like, there's something about just like, you know, I don't even have to be trying to progress the story. I can just be playing a day for the sake of like playing through a day and having fun. It's like, oh, I love this. I am a big lover of dandelion puffs, so Jumpluff is a good pick, even just based on that. You can just think of stonks. I'm not embarrassed to admit, I had all of the prices memorized for the items up until I got the barcode system. Literally just all of them lived rent-free in my brain. I gotta keep asking around. Somebody should know what's going on at the harbor. You? I've been waiting for you. Just had to tell you what I just heard. Lay it on me. Ed has been seen sneaking out at night. Wonder if Grace knows. Any idea what he's up to? Maybe he's just going for a walk. Without Grace, though? Maybe. How can I help you? Oh, this is news to me. Do tell me more, please. Honestly, I don't know so much about it. Fisher's been woken up by some commotion in the middle of the night recently. It coincides with the ocean turning green. I see. Very juicy. And do you know who's behind it? No, I was hoping you would. I'll definitely look into this. But I have a feeling that Ted might know a thing or two about it. Yeah, if I were you, I'd ask Ted. I will ask Ted. First, Art O'Clock. I'm part of the Bokemono collab that's been going on. There's a big old Harvest Moon and Rune Factory collab in the works. Yes, the collab! This is my piece. I'm gonna be working on some art on Friday, because I have Ray for the Harvest Moon collab, and then I have Carmen for the Rune Factory collab. You've heard of it, but you're antsy to try to join in? No, I truly understand. But the people in both collabs have been so warm and welcoming, and there is absolutely no, like, audition. So anyone who is passionate about the games and art and wants to draw is more than welcome. I know when I was just starting out in, like, art stuff, I was on Tumblr, and I got turned down for a couple of collabs, and, like, that stuff sits with you, where it's just like, oh, I guess I'm not a good enough artist to join this, but I'm really grateful that there's no such thing with the Harvest Moon or Rune Factory collabs. And I do understand being antsy. This is also the first collab that I have tried to join, but it also felt like a really good one. This was the first piece I did for the collab. I got to do Vinny, because, you know, I like plants a little bit, so I thought plant character, I had to lay claim to the only, like, plant character. Alright, let's open the cereal. Babies! Wow! Hello, Windu, welcome in. I have to make the noise for Windu. I hope you understand. $50 star bids, respectable. How's it going, Windu? I knew you were streaming some Mario on Monday. Piranha Munch? This will be Jumpluff something. I have to figure out what the something is. I'm thinking Jump... Oh god, Jump Puffs is really good! That's so good. Do you want pink Jump Fluff or do you want base color Jump Fluff? Gotta choose the pink. Fair. Fair. So yeah, this is part of the September special I'm running. I know the note says gift a sub, but I'm doing it for all subs. So anyone who subs gets a little quick doodle of a cereal box of their choice. And anyone who gifts 5 subs gets a soup emote. Let me at least show you the example soup emote. Where is it? Streaming emotes. There are 2 different versions of the soup emote, but the soup emote takes a lot longer. So that's why it's 5 subs instead of 1. Not the soup meme, absolutely the soup meme. The whole reason that soup is a meme here on this channel is because I don't think cereal is a soup. But the rest of my community really, like, vehemently believes that cereal is soup, and they like to troll about it. And it got to the point where we actually made a charity event out of it. So this is Souptember. We're raising money for World Central Kitchen. The link is pinned if anyone is interested. But I'm also a little low on energy, so I'm not offering nearly as many charity incentives this time around as I usually do. I'm alright with that. Souptember, yes. Yep, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm still working on some outstanding charity things. I still have prizes from Pridecraft that, like, I have the prizes, I just have to find the spoons to, like, sit down and mail everything out. Which I will do. I think the milk is not going to be purple, but it'll be a little pink. Nope. That ain't it. The J looks like a Y, so it can be read as Yum Puffs. Absolutely. Yum. And I think the Jump Puffs are going to be like little pink cereal bites. Wrong layer. Go back to retail therapy eventually. Art is also therapy, yes? Yes. The answer is yes. Then, like, big ol' marshmallow. Little. No, that's way too gray. No. Until you have to draw a boot at an angle, that's the worst. So hard to pick a color. There we go. Trying to texture it like a little bit. Delicious. This was the example that I did for another VTuber. Lie at Lurian. Might even be too big. I have to make sure there's room for the on the top. Sounds like we have an enemy in chat. It's a little mini game that we play. Because every stream needs a game within a game. Entertainment within the entertainment. Or at least when you're ADHD. You do. Cutie! Would it be okay to ask who's holding the Harvest Moon collab? Absolutely. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it's Derek Webb? I'm in their Discord. And it's really fun, too, because a lot of people from the Bokumono collab are also participating in the Rune Factory collab because there's a lot of overlap. I'm in the wrong one! That happens to me a lot. Dex McKinnery on Blue Sky. I'm glad you're enjoying this so much. This is fun. Of course, we have the nice music in the background. And then I will send you this as a PNG. You love it when people make poke foods. I follow that glorious meow person on Facebook and TikTok who does like all sorts of Pokemon desserts. It is amazing. Really like incredible to see what they come up with. I will happily be doing more art, actually. I think I owe a cereal box yet. I owe a cereal box yet to someone who I'm going to be taking care of it on Friday. Open in browser. Yes, the one that made the Meowth cookies! There is a link for you, Beebles. I mean, you're welcome to join the Discord, too. I posted it in there, but I also don't want people to think that they have to get their art. Alright. Feels good to knock some art out. And yes, I love the little puffy marshmallows. Lurking and working, totally understandable. Totally understandable. We're a lurk-friendly channel here. I got moved to second shift a while ago. Like, it's been about 2 years at this point. And it's definitely not for me, but it means that most of my community who met me when I was streaming in the evenings. So, we're lurker-friendly now. You're obsessed with that TikTok account? Me too. They make so many really adorable cake pops for Pokemon Go community days. How's Grace? She's entirely too obsessed with that whole fence thing. You must be tired of it too, no? I am, but I just can't be bothered with those people. I worry about Grace. She won't let it go. Let's hope it doesn't end in another confrontation, at least. Nightly commotion at the harbor. Yes, actually, I did see, never mind. I know nothing of this thing, I'm afraid. Everything alright, Ted? I'm, fine. Yes, everything is, fine. Is it just me, or did it get very hot in here? Ted, please. I really need to know what's going on. My marriage. Grace and I have grown distant. She's gone through a lot. Haven't been the best support. Recently, I started going down to the hardware store at night to get away from everything. And to get some fresh air. One night, I was standing by the highway. for our beautiful I saw something down by the harbor. Heard a loud noise and I don't know. I think somebody might have been dumping something in the ocean. Well, it would certainly explain the discoloration. Did you see who it was? It's not easy to make out what's happening from the top of the cliff. Shame. I tried to stay around the harbor at night. I think it was midnight when I saw it. Alright, well I guess we're going to the harbor. At night. That's been one of the most fun things about this little cereal doodle is designing the different cereals and being like, oh yeah, I'd eat that. Yep, I'd eat that one too. Rid of some more boxes. I think I might need to place another order, but I'm not gonna order this late at night, guy. That feels rude. 8 p.m. guy, where's my delivery? I was very fortunate to receive a key for this game from Lurkit, but this is the kind of game that I could see myself buying on the Switch. And just enjoying that thoroughly. Like, the gameplay loop is really satisfying. Sent a comment to ask to join the collab. Yay! Yippee for being brave. That is a genuine comment, by the way, not sarcastic. Because honestly, I think Dexter had said, like, there's so many characters between all of the different games. You went to see the available characters and there's still so many. There really are. I will finish Ray at some point, and I will probably try to take another character, but I'm very interested in taking a lot of the Rune Factory characters. Sure. I've played way more Rune Factory titles than I have Harvest Moon. And I've even played a lot of Harvest Moon. But I guess if you're talking in terms of, like, completion of the series, I definitely have the Rune Factory series beat. There's only one game I've not played. That is Rune Factory Tides of Destiny, or Oceans, depending on where you're from. I gotta wait until 11:30. We'll just vibe and enjoy the music. Honestly, the Rune Factory collab started from someone in the Harvest Moon collab who was just inspired by the fact that, like, we were getting to throw something cool like this together. And they were just like, you know what? I kind of want to do this for Rune Factory. You've only beat Rune Factory 4 and Guardians of Azuma. 3, you haven't had the time to go past it. mostly watched content. 5, you kind of got fatigue. Yeah, I think 5 missed the mark on a lot of things. I did finish it. I didn't get married yet. It was, you know, it was their second attempt to do Rune Factory in 3D. And I think they missed the mark a little bit, but I still had fun with it. I think they did a lot better with the 3D in Guardians of Azuma. And I even liked, Rune Factory Frontier on the Wii had, like, a fixed camera 3D, which I think was done really, really well. I will recommend that you go back and try to play Rune Factory 3 again, because that is my favorite game. My favorite Rune Factory title of all times. Of course I had to come down here on the foggiest of evenings, didn't I? Said he saw something being dumped into the harbor. Almost midnight. It's nothing's happened. Ah! Ew, disgusting. Look at all those dead fish. That would explain the green color. What type is this? There? Who goes there? Fisher? Is that you? Pipe belongs to Poseidon's galley. Don't forget, true culprit lies in the forest. What? Who are you? Dun dun dun! Wait, come back! Whoever that was, they seem to know that that pipe belongs to Barbara. Guess Barbara was a bit dodgy in her answer. I should confront her about this claim. Yeah, that's disgusting. They missed a lot in Rune Factory 5 when Tides of Destiny also was good. Yeah, I did watch a tiny bit of that gameplay from when my husband was playing. Not enough to, like, know to make a judgment one way or another, but yeah, it just felt like 5 missed the mark. Like, they focused too much on it being 3D to break away from Rune Factory 4. I am streaming every Rune Factory game. I have done Rune Factory 1 and Frontiers, and I'm currently halfway through Rune Factory 2, at least. I want to get, like, a bit more dedicated when it comes to figuring out a schedule, but need to keep checking in for that. I haven't done a Rune Factory 2 stream in, like, a month, maybe? And it's not because I don't want to keep playing the game, it's because I have so many other games to play. I have recently, as a streamer, been introduced to Lurk It, and, Terminals and Press Engine, and those are the, like, outlets where content creators can get keys for games in return for covering them. Hi, Henalty! Rune Factory 5 is such a disappointment I sold my copy. Yeah, I don't know why it was as big of a letdown as it was. I'm hoping that you are enjoying Guardians of Azuma more. I have at least gotten to the Winter Village without spoiling anything in Azuma. Hey, Barbara? Barbara, we gotta talk. Ugh, I can't believe Cornelius would misquote me like this. He wrote about you, too. At least I'm not the only one he's slandering. Who's he to scrutinize Poseidon's galley's business practices? I don't know what has gotten into him. I know, right? He was so friendly when I first came. Advertised fishy sticks for free and everything. It's weird. I'll ask Dad. He knows the editor-in-chief at the Herald. You're so sad because someone helped you pay for the Rune Factory 5 special edition. I am jealous of the people who have the, like, special editions, and, the person doing the Rune Factory, art collab has, like, every single art book. It's very impressive. I am a little jealous of the collection. You will, play Guardians when you get your new PC. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that was one thing, I actually had to look up reviews, because Rune Factory 5 on the Switch was actually incredibly rough. It was laggy, it had poor performance, and, like, it was noticeable, at least. So I was like, do I want to buy Guardians of Azuma on the Switch, or am I gonna regret it? And I bought it on the Switch, and I don't regret it. So, Barbara, about your waste pipe? You again? Didn't I tell you that Poseidon's Galley operates within the boundaries of— I saw the pipe. Okay. It's just a perfectly legal council-approved waste pipe. All of the waste product from the fishy stick production is fed back into the ecosystem. But if you care so much about it, I'll leave it to you to save the dolphins or whatever. What do you say? I barrel the waste for you? You dispose of it. It's decided. Go save the dolphins or whatever, Gigi. What just happened? I guess I'm now responsible for collecting the waste? I hope Ted will take it off my hands. One more thing. If you tell anybody about this, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. And because we agree that you tell no one, I'll let you sell Poseidon's Galley's newest product. Pickles! Pickled fishy sticks? No, just pickles. It's a collaboration between Clintmore Farm and Poseidon's Galley. We both know the market isn't ready for more kinds of fishy sticks. You hated Barbara so much from here on out. Yeah, she's a little gross. Spoiler alert, but there's also the part where she is actively spying on Tammy. It's weird. Look at all this waste I gotta pick up now. 5, it was so bad that the time jump from 5 to Azuma is the biggest in the series. All the planning, I knew we were going to the eastern part of the world, but this? Yeah, I do agree with you. Do you want to be called Star, by the way? Star Skulls? I can call you whatever you'd like, but I won't call you late for dinner. But yeah, like, the camera was just so bad that the world felt really flat. The 3D didn't make anything better. Like, there was no benefit to having it be three-dimensional. Did captions say Stardust? You're praying that they learn from Guardians of Azuma for 6. Absolutely. Hi, Catrium. Welcome in. I hope your meeting goes well. Prefer Stardust or Skulls. Sounds good. They're gonna do a big update to Azuma, a new area to build without villagers. Oh, that'll be really interesting. Nintendies! Got him. Yeah, I would never call you late for dinner. Where's the N64? Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. Star bits, star bits. Everyone gets to collect daily star bits, and if we get 1,000 during the stream, everyone gets, I think it's donuts? Story of Seasons seems to be coming back too. Wasn't interested in the last remake, but this one seems much better. The last remake before Grand Bazaar Can you remind me which one that was? Was it A Wonderful Life? I thought there was another one more recently. Still thinking of quitting? Me? Quit being a fisher? Never! Good to hear. You seemed a little unsure the other day. That thing? It was nothing. Nothing at all. I was never going to quit. Nah. Let's discuss our trade deal. It was Friends of Mineral Town and Wonderful Life. I like Friends of Mineral Town a lot, and I like Wonderful Life a lot. Just because I played a lot of Friends of Mineral Town and Harvest Moon DS, which was basically like the setting of A Wonderful Life, but in the DS, like the Game Boy pixel style that I really liked. Yeah! I'm kind of surprised I never went for the, I never went for the Friends of Mineral Town remake. I think it's just that, like, you know, I enjoy the heck out of these games, but I don't always want to keep replaying the same game. The remake didn't have that same feel to it. No, I can understand that. There was definitely something about it that was a little different, a little unexpected. My sister had the A Wonderful Life remake, and she let me borrow it for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is alright, this is kind of fun. And then I was over it. Hope they remake Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility without changing the art style. I'm still kind of waiting for Magical Melody, but I think that's just the nostalgia factor for me. Where it's like, I played a ton of that game, so I kind of am like, ooh, I want to see that. And I don't even know that I'd buy it. They did a smart move revamping instead of remaking it one for one. Have they been, like, they've been kind of remastering it instead of remaking it the whole time, right? I feel so out of touch. You hope they remake Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility. I think I played Animal Parade. Wonderful Life was very close 1-to-1, I see. But Grand Bazaar isn't. Grand Bazaar adds so many new features. Why are the little beeps so comforting? They really are. Up. Bottom. 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 Gotta get more seaweed out here. Wrong, I like the farming, but the husbands and wives are as important to me, and the recent remakes are trying to cheapify everything. Yeah, I'm actually... I might be an unpopular opinion here, but I don't like what they did to Marlin from A Wonderful Life. I understand there was some weirdness where they had to change some of the names. Like, didn't they have to change Muffy's name? But it wasn't just the changing of the name for me. Like, they they changed his appearance entirely when they turned him into Matthew. And it made me kind of sad, because I liked him being kind of like a weird, like, he wasn't a traditionally attractive person. And I liked that about him. They de-chatified him. Oh boy, Marlon. He was actually one that I was gonna pick, but because Marlon and Vinny are both from the same game, I could only pick one of them. So I had to pick the plant. They did it to Gustafa too. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I agree. It's like they made an entirely different character and tried to just insert him in. And I don't know if they had to change his name for the same reason. Like, legal things. I don't even fully remember what happened. Like, if, Natsume still had the, like, copyright for the name Muffy? That doesn't sound right. You loved your big-nosed druid, absolutely. In terms of things not being remakes, how did we feel about, Pioneers of Olive Town? Because I did buy that one. And I want to go back for it. Bad, not a fan. It is so interesting to see, though, that they, like, tried really hard to make new IP, and it just was not received as well as the remakes. You pre-ordered Pioneers of Olive Town, but after seeing a few trailers, you canceled it. Thank you, Catrim! Oh my gosh, I see it now! Thank you so much for the $25 charity donation! You had to pun us to the 222 mark, because now we get to, hold on, pause. We're bringing back some September merch, y'all. This is merch from 2 years ago, I think. Charity hype, let's go. Unhide Clip Studio again so I can show you this. Ba-ba-da-ba! We're superheroes! And we're also bringing back the Oops All Soups cards. If you've ever played Palia and you've played Hot Pot, you might be a fan of Oops All Soups. Nat again and I made a card game. Like, we literally had cards printed, physical cards. And we are bringing back pre-orders for another set of Oops All Soups cards. And we're bringing back this shirt. Love the Superheroes Witch. I still can't believe how quickly I threw this merch design together. It's kind of scary. Like, that was a one-night art. You have a shirt from that September. You'll get another. You will have to. Thank you so much for your donation, Catram. I appreciate it greatly. Alright, we have really so many fishy fishes for sale right now. This feels a little silly, actually. You still find it funny that people don't know the difference between Tree of Seasons and Harvest Moon. What makes me mad is some people know and refuse to change. I know the difference. In my heart, I want to keep calling it Harvest Moon because I grew up on Harvest Moon, but I also understand. You know, there was some weird legalese stuff that happened. It's not fun. Nobody enjoys those kinds of things. But it happens, you know? Yeah, Natsume happened. Pretty much. And yeah, even though you prefer Story of Seasons makes sense for the game. It does. It's not a bad title. I think the last actual Harvest Moon game I played was, it was one for the DS, I think. Oh, you got him. Need one soda? My goodness. It is, in fact, a story told over the seasons. Buy more oats, I need to buy more cheese. Bird. Even with Chester working for me now, it still takes so long. Is that a Splatoon salmon? It is a periwinkle salmon. So pretty. Splatoon's one of the games that I kind of wish I had gotten more into, but I struggled. I didn't have a Wii U. The statue looks like one. It kind of does. I don't fully know the, story behind it. Hey, Carl, I know it's a little late. How could you, in your right mind, think we'd accept such an expansion? I acted in good faith. I had no idea the reaction it would provoke. You were planning to uproot a vital monument, shoddy as it is, build an even bigger shop. I should have stuck with my gut feeling. Your kind is not to be trusted. I've promised to make amends. House was never torn down. Let's discuss our trade deal. Yeah, that statue is, the mascot for Poseidon's Galley. And honestly, with how Barbara operates in her business practices, it would not surprise me at all if Poseidon's Galley was in an active lawsuit with Nintendo. I think the lore is they're mutated salmons due to a factory that pollutes the waters. Well, that lore seems to match up pretty well with what's happening in Discounty, so that could be a thing. Could absolutely be a thing. Evolution speeds up their evolution, gaining stuff like human hair and such. So weird. Yeah, it sure does look goofy. That's not butter. I can't believe it's not. There's some sort of bug that makes a lot of things I hover over say that they're butter. Oops, all butter. Good night, Chester. My mom thought the way you handled the protest was pretty cool. Cool, even. Why so? She said it takes a lot of guts to show up even though people hate you. Wow, I hadn't expected to get praise from her, I must say. Well, she didn't give it to you. I did. You looked sad, so maybe you needed words of encouragement. Do I really look that sad? I can't get over, like, I am feeling emotional about the Chester, character arc. I should not be feeling emotional about this fictional teenager. And yet here we are! Protect Chester at all costs. I will. can't say Chester did nothing wrong because he did. He's, like, graffitied and vandalized places of the town, acting out. But oh yeah, I don't mind talking about Splatoon. I'm not super familiar with it, but I don't mind talking about it. I kind of like the, oh, yep, that does. God, their teeth bug me. What is with those teeth? I'm glad this guy doesn't have teeth, at least. But yeah, I mean, give him a frying pan. He's about the same thing. Ew. Where are you, Miss Anderson? There you are. We need to have a little talk, you and I. I respect your business. It's not easy being a newcomer. But you need to control your advertisements. I saw 2 half-torn grand opening event posters drift through the wind down by the crosswalk at Blomkest Run. I heard Carl complaining that he had found a defenseless sheep chewing on another one up in Sterna View. Sorry about that. I thought I had properly attached the posters when I hung them up. Do you think the sheep will be okay? Sheep are nature's lawnmowers. It does not matter if it catches a poster once in a while. It will shred it like all the rest. That said, we should not have posters lying around the town. About your demands. I have something to report. About the Green Sea. Yes, but you have demands. I'd like to work on them. About the contaminated water supply. The goal is to collect golden salmon eggs in Salmon Run. It's nerve-wracking wave after wave fight collecting eggs for important reasons. Very important reasons. Our water supply springs from the mountains. It's located in the forest. Ask around up there. I've watched Mopsy Bebop, another streamer friend of mine. They've done a good amount of Splatoon 3. And I've gotten to watch them do some Salmon Run. There you are, Elmer. Hello, citizen. How can I be of service? How come that printer in your office is so terribly slow? I'll have you know that it's not slow for people with simple print jobs. I didn't want to tell you this, but I've been looking into regulation regarding printing such large quantities of posters. Luckily for you, I couldn't identify anything useful. Oh, Elmer, it's just a few posters to advertise around town. You must be able to get behind that. It wouldn't be a problem if you didn't occupy the printer for days at a time. It wouldn't need to if it printed normally. About the water contamination. About that, I must disappoint you. The council has not yet had the time to allocate resources for an investigation. With a prolonged investigation into the fog in the forest, we've spent our yearly budget for environmental issues. But I can tell you what I know. Our water supply springs from the mountain, descends into the rivers and lakes, and ends up in a huge underground water well below the forest. If I were you, I'd follow the water source. Maybe ask Tammy about it. I tried to make Elmer's voice as annoying as he is as a person. Ooh, a big plant. Give me the big plant. Now, I kind of like the idea that, Barbara knows nothing about Splatoon, but saw the package for Splatoon 2 or 3 on sale. And, was like, ooh, that thing there, that's got mascot potential. You finally got rid of those protesters, I see. I stuck it out, I guess. The only right thing to do. I take it they didn't let you expand the shop? That is correct. A better negotiator could have gotten out of it without giving up the expansion. Just be happy it wasn't your factory they were protesting. The difference between you and me is that I don't give people a reason to protest. The contaminated drinking water. What is this about? Are you accusing me of tampering with the drinking water? Not at all. It's just what? What? Speak! Well, if you'll let me finish, I just wanted to hear if you knew what was going on with the water. I see. Well, I've got nothing to do with it. But, yes, this coincides perfectly with the launch of Lapley Manufacturing's newest product, bottled water. Are you sure people won't No, I'll be the savior of Blomkist. Who needs tap water anyway? Let me just upgrade our trade deal for you. We can renegotiate whenever you want. I'm generous like that. Well, that was a trade deal easily won. But what about the water contamination? Yeah, you can track the source of the water to find the contamination. You can shed a tear of rage hearing Elmer talk. Yuck, has the fog from the forest made it to the farm? I'm out here looking for water contamination. Could I really be responsible for all this environmental strain? How do you even see water contamination? Is it because of the fog? Wait a minute. Water is pink here too. What is it with this town and bodies of water turning weird colors? How does water even turn pink? That girl's fertilizer? Was it always pink? I should probably ask him about that. Oh, Carl! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I knew this would happen. Why did I let it happen? Hi, kitty. Welcome in. What's wrong, Carl? My potatoes have been cursed with blight. After what happened with Fluffles, I needed to prepare for Nis to strike again. Solruna told me to mix a pink powder into the fertilizer to protect my potatoes from Nis. Oh dear. The pink fertilizer is Solruna's doing? Well, I think we can both agree that the fertilizer didn't work. You're right. None of Solruna's charms worked. It's time to make peace with Nis. I think Dad used to make oatmeal for Nis when it was angry. I have the oats myself, but I'll need a spice-infused apple made by Solruna and a fresh hake fish. A hake and apple oatmeal? Well, who am I to judge the palate of a fabled creature? I'll get the spice-infused apple and the fresh hake for you, Carl. That is one minor oh my god, Carl, what did you do? You dumped this stuff everywhere! One complaint I have about the game is that there's a lot of little text typos and issues. And now that could be a translation thing, but it's quite a few of them. I have seen that people in the Discord are helping out by like posting screenshots of the typos and like explaining what they should be. But, like, that's the kind of work that a playtester could have done. Or, like, an editor or reviewer. Oh, it's you. Expecting someone else? Nah, that woman over there sometimes comes over to pester me about her sticky fish. You really dislike her, don't you? She got a job handed to her by her father, and she has no respect for the craft. Why do business with her, then? How would I sell my fish after the fish auction house was abandoned? It had to be done. I don't know. She doesn't seem like a bad person. Actually, she seems to care a lot about her business. No. A fresh hake. No can do. Fishing monopoly. But I thought we broke it? Nah, you created a new monopoly, shared it between that lady and you. Barbara gets the hakes. The fish sticks that you sell are made out of hake, primarily. I see. Maybe Barbara will give me one, then. You're amused the whole dock stairs thing was missed, too? Yeah, that was a weird one. Like, these stairs broke for a period of time due to, like, plot reasons. But apparently the other entrance was fine? Yeah, a little weird. You look tired. Must have been quite the ordeal to go through. Protests. Only thing scarier than protests are unions! Barbara, we can't be friends anymore. Really, Barbara? Yes? What do you mean, really? Do you even have employees? No, our factories are fully automated. What's a hake? The fish that you... Oh, I knew that, of course. Why do you need a hake anyway? I thought you got your share of the ocean now. Carl, the farmer up at Clintmore, requested it. Don't ask. Is it about that niece of his? Hilda told me all about it. How about we make it a competition? Sell 10 fishy sticks in one day. Ha! The prize will be 1 hake. Not everything has to be a competition, Barbara. It does if you want that hake, GG. Tee. Alright. Oops, all fishy sticks. Let's go. Miss Anderson? Sorry you have to stand out in the rain. I wish I could build a little awning for you. Alright, let's put the fishy fishes back. I'm working, boss. Keep it up. Doing great. Alright, well, I better get working on selling some bottled water. And if it goes real fast, I might have to, swap out one of the sodas for it. Honestly, the bottled water probably sells better. Let's just do it. There we go. Alright, welcome in, shoppers! What are we buying today? We're buying fishy sticks, right? Every last one of you buying fishy sticks, yeah? I don't see fishy sticks! Open your eyes, they're right here. They look so good, don't they? Oh, we got dirt already, huh? We're buying fishy fishes, but I need you all to buy fishy sticks. If I can't spread this dirt. an achievement for cleaning 10 dirt in a day. For some reason. Bruno, you always sense a curse upon the place. Spread this dirt around. Yeah. I mean, that's 4 dirt. Good, right? A lot of them just here trying to track dirt through my own shop instead of checking this person out. Well, I mean, it's kind of your loss because you didn't buy the fishy sticks. So, what are we even doing here? Buy fishy sticks. Wrong fish sticks. Dennis is out here buying 1 fishy stick. They're trying. They're trying, damn it. Thank you, Tammy, for buying 2 fishy sticks. Thank you for buying a fishy stick. Oh, Eric, you didn't get your fishy stick! Never seen this Eric before. But, ask Sekhmet. I collect Erics in my life. Hi, Jake! Welcome in! You're having a happy Wednesday. Jake, have you been playing Water Park Simulator? It feels like the kind of game that I would anticipate to see you playing. You got on the Discord and requested Ellen. Ellen from, Friends of Mineral Town? Or am I thinking Ellie? Yeah, Granny! Hell yeah. There's somebody who's like, my goal is to draw all the old grandpa characters in the Rune Factory collab. And I'm really, like, impressed by the dedication. You love their design in, the Story of Seasons. Absolutely respect the grind. I figured you meant Friends of Mineral Town. It was my guess. Buy fishy sticks from me. Still have some rainy days here. You like the rainy days, Kitty? I know it means you can't go outside. You wanted to do Eat It instead, but they're taken at the moment. Yeah, like, that's the one thing, is there's a lot of characters that I'm like, oh man, I would have actually really liked to draw this character. I joined the Rune Factory collab literally the second I saw it on Blue Sky. I was like, oh, I want in on this, and Raven was already taken, and I was like, no! Rainy days are fine. It's a clean slate when it's clear again. That's true. Kitty does a lot of outdoor chalk art and shares it in our Discord. Having days off is important too. You know, you are very, very right. Yeah, Kitty draws a lot of Pokemon characters and animals. Tried doing pull-ups on Sunday too. Not sure if I can do them as well as Red can. Yeah, my leaves are really, really powerful. They're really good for pull. Also, I mean, being a plant means that my body is really lightweight. Like, it's a lot of water weight. I have Gusto available. Your Sprite husband! Hell yeah. I believe there's a week cooldown in between, like, submitting a character and then being able to draw another character. I am very excited for you to get to doodle. Alright, always need more plants. And I know that the Rune Factory collab has a week cooldown and then also a different rule where, like, they kind of ask you to cycle through the different character groups. Like, don't just do, oops, I chose all bachelorettes. Like, that you can also have to choose a player character. Or that you have to draw, like, one of the NPCs. So that it's not, like... I think they're trying to make the collab a long-standing thing. Like, the artwork isn't expected to be done until 2026. Because there's a lot of characters to draw. And they don't want people to burn out real quick, but they also don't want each person to, like... Or they don't want one person to claim, like, all of the bachelorettes of one game before somebody else can get their hand on it. I wonder if I could convince my sister to join the Harvest Moon collab, at least. She played Rune Factory here and there, but she was never, like, as into the game as I am. Oh, it's a Sunday. Well, that's good. That means I can go take care of, No, I can't. I can't get the hake. Dang it! There's a limit of how many main characters you do, and then you do the support, because they need love too. They do. It's true. Yeah, I think it's smart because it lets people join into the collab later on, like a couple months from now, and feel like they still have some options that they can pick between. Oh dear, what's she up to now? Can't be worse than last time. Hope. What are you doing with the fence? Are you going to escalate this even further? Actually, it's the opposite. I don't know if you recall last time. I think we all remember that. No, I've decided to walk down the road of peace. I'm taking down the signs. You're giving up? No, I'm coming to terms with it. You see, those people over there, or at least the wife, it's all they care about. Controlling their perimeters. Resisting only drives them further. When I told them not to chase away people from their side of the road, they built the fence. When we complained about the fence, they built the gate. There's no winning with people like that. Should have listened to Ted. I know. But no, I wouldn't have been able to get over it if I hadn't tried fighting it first. Their behavior is still unacceptable, but our chances at achieving justice are too slim. Letting go of it is how I win. But you're right. Ted and I have some catching up to do. He deserves that. For their sake, I hope they wake up and understand what's important. Their son, who against all odds seems to have found a better place in life because of you. His dad understood. Derek is a good guy, I know, but I simply don't understand how he ended up with that woman. Let's put it all to rest now. You love that someone's doing all of the Pioneers of Olive Town sprites? Me too. I was planning on doing a sprite from Pioneers of Olive Town if I have the time. Rama! Yeah, well, I mean, it's literally a public road, and Tammy has decided that she owns that half of the road. And so she put a fence up to be like, you can't access this half of the road, it's mine. And because it's like a dirt path and like a side road, it's not like an actual asphalt road for vehicles, the council kind of refuses to do anything about it. Hey, Solruna. Who are you again? I'm Gigi. Shopkeeper? Oh, yes. What happened to that Grace woman anyway? She was a fine gal. An infused apple. Got niece problems, Gigi? I guess you could say that. Curious. I haven't infused an apple with spices since old Farmer Jen's passed away. Did the fertilizer not work? It was perfect for contaminating the entire water supply, yes. You guys can do a regular stomp if you don't have the power. Don't be snarky. You're here asking me for help, aren't you? Yes. So, did you bring an apple? I did. Excellent. Using the apple with spices will take some time. While we wait, why don't you help me out a little? I'd like a sample of the fertilizer he used. You're asking me to run errands for you when I'm trying to clean up the mess you made? It's either that or pay a fee of 10,000 shills. My arcane powers aren't free, dear. After everything, you're going to lace your pockets with more of Carl's misery? What are you insinuating? That you're asking me to do your dirty work after already tricking him into buying 2 useless charms from you? Ah, sure, that is exactly what I meant. Alright, you win. Get you that fertilizer sample. Disgusting. Yeah, no problem. So, the Stomp Plus on the more powerful enemies that invite you to do the power attacks gets you more coins. It's a random chance, so it's like, I think you get 1 to 8 coins instead of 1 to 4 coins. Ugh, the smell! Why is it sweet? What did Solruna ask him to add to it? Why does she want it? Bruno, you are gross. Nasty. I knew you'd never be able to go through with demolishing the house. You see, that house is cursed! Isn't every house in this town cursed, according to you? Not every house. That one is. Dishonest things happen to that house. It stands tall, demanding to be remembered when it should be forgotten. It's as if the house insists on standing there to prove its innocence. I got you your fertilizer. Now, will you infuse the apple? I will, but it can't be done here. Meet me at my ritual site in the forest. Tonight. Don't be late. Alright, I guess. And then here's how you check your coins. See how many you have. Wow! Wowie zowie! And then here's how you check your stats. And then you can order drinks. I think it's 5 coins to order a drink. I feel so bad for Chester. Like, why is he here working on a Sunday? Like, I'm glad that he's found purpose in this. But I'm also sad for him. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Because again, it is good that he's found purpose. He's found a way to put his energy to use in a way that's not hurting other people. And that is very important. Because he used to get a lot of joy out of hurting other people. I think I only have the 7 toilet paper, don't I? Wonder if they'll make it a plot point about him working too. I do think there's a cutscene where he, like, we kind of talk about, like, oh, why are you here on your day off? And he's like, well, I can't exactly go talk to my friends. 'Cause he's still grounded. He has friends in the neighboring town of, Sparcliffe, I think. But, I mean, those friends aren't really good friends. They're kind of crummy people. And all they care about is pranking other people and causing misfortune. And so that's that's where he got a lot of, his, like, current mentality and mindset. Because it beats being at home. Also, I mean, it feels very apparent that he can't actually be Tammy and Derek's biological son. That something happened there. Someone talked about how he looks a lot like Cornelius, the journalist, at least his hair. Oh yeah, isolating him from friendships isn't gonna let him grow either. Like, it almost feels like he needs that. He needs a moment where it goes too far as a learning experience. And holding him up in Blomkist to ground him just put all of that awful negative energy and, like, kind of stuck it in place. So he vandalized the park and, like, really, really damaged the tree. Yeah, imagine his friends come by and vandalize the store and it's actually a wake-up call to him. And, like, of course, me, the store owner, I would not make him clean all of that up by himself. but like he would still feel partly responsible for it. I forget the specifics of what the devs had said was coming to this game, but this is not like I mean, it's a finished game, but they're still adding stuff to it. I always like when they do that. Oh, that's awesome. I just got an email from World Central Kitchen. They have broken ground on 2 new kitchens to expand their meals for Gazan families. That's amazing. They're nearly doubling World Central Kitchen's capacity, beyond the 300,000 meals they serve daily. The expansion will increase their ability to bring meals to displaced Palestinian families working to keep pace with this overwhelming need. First facility is the Salam Kitchen in Deir al-Bala. Alongside their existing field kitchen, it'll expand reach in the area. And then in Mawasi, construction is underway on the Hayat Kitchen, set to be the largest kitchen World Central Kitchen has ever built in Gaza. And they'll be capable of producing 250,000 meals daily. That's incredible work. Sorry, I'm on their newsletter from joining their, Oh, I gotta run! I got distracted! This game really does have potential to add a lot of small little stories like that. I'm hoping they do. It'd be awesome. Yes, World Central Kitchen is on Tiltify. That's actually what the pinned link is for. Hi, Solruna, I'm here. You came. Good. What is this place anyway? I have no time for petty small talk. We need to catch the moon's energy while it's here. Here you go. Thanks. I really hope Nis will like this. I know what I'm doing, okay? What are you going to use the fertilizer for? None of your business. Now shoot. Okay, see ya. How do I get that fish? We gotta sell more fishy sticks. This is our, second time, I think, fundraising for World Central Kitchen. If you don't count Thankmas, which I don't exactly, because Thankmas is a much bigger campaign that's, like, organized by other people. I love Thankmas, don't get me wrong. But, like, this is our second time fundraising for them. Tendo! Yo, what's good? How's it going? Have you been streaming lately? I know you were playing... I think you were playing Peak with Sobizi. You did an IRL stream? That's awesome. I've thought about offering an IRL stream as like a charity incentive, but I simply don't know how I would do it. I'm doing alright. I'm kind of like figuring out some medical stuff that's been going on. And right now this game is kind of like a nice comfort game. You don't know what Peak is? It's the roguelike climbing game. Wait, rats by the highway? Were they always there? I wonder if Teller is aware of this. Just the Mario Karts on occasion. Oh, that's fair. Peak is peak. That is all you need to say. Did you guys know that Sledding Game is... the demo is finally out on Friday? Because we're definitely playing that. Rats on the highway. So you watched those scamps there too. Have you calling pest control didn't work? And these aren't normal rats. I'd say they've been eating toxic waste. It's almost as if they flow. Toxic waste? They even come about something. Why are we feeding the rats toxic waste? Well, it is good to see you. You were off Twitch for most of August, and you've only been able to stream every now and then because you're busy with work. I truly understand that. I'm kind of like, I'm slowing down a little bit. I'm trying to regularly do a Wednesday stream, a Friday morning stream, and a Sunday stream. And then maybe the occasional other stream on the weekend if I have the time. But, like, I feel like finding that kind of regularity in my life will help out a good bit. And I'm excited because I also, I got a key from Lurkit for a game called Fish Stick Protocol. It seems like it's another, lethal-like kind of game, similar to Repo. And we love Repo. We've been doing weekly Friday night, gaming sessions, and we kind of alternate between Repo and Peak. But recently, it's been a lot of Repo. And then this Friday, we're all excited to try the sledding game. Alright. How's it going, Chester? Looks like you got everything stocked. That's great work, Chester. I'm so proud of you. We're gonna sell all of the fishy sticks. Every single one. You'd like to get back to a consistent schedule. One of your summer jobs wraps up after today. That probably will help getting back to some consistency. Like, I don't know, I don't mind making a different schedule each week based on what's going on, but I'd also like to just find that bit of regularity. Dennis, turn around. Don't those fishy sticks look so good? Don't, no, turn around. They look so good. Dennis, please. James, you're buying Poseidon's Galley, but you're not buying fishy sticks. James, my guy. Okay, Hilda's buying fishy sticks. Thank you. I'm supposed to sell 10 of them in a day. I'll come over here with a spinning sign. I'll do it. I'll do it. Wait, Hilda, you're buying 5 bottles of water? Hilda! You're cleaning me out of stock. You hated this side quest. I did it by accident on my off-stream save, and I was like, what? Like, I did it on, like, the second day. And then I struggled with the one that was like, having you sell more fishy fishes than the herring. Like, it feels like I should just, you know, take away the other products. But that doesn't usually work either. Tammykins, help me out here. Alright, you bought 2. You bought 3. That's 5. We're halfway there, people. Keep buying the fishy sticks. Tammy, can I help you? I don't even have any product over there, Tammy. Come on, I'm still pushing those fishy sticks. Come on, Gina. I know you want more than 2. Oh, you want them so bad. I don't think I got it today. Another time. What are the coins for? You can use them to buy drinks. And up your stats. Damn! Power boosted by 4? That's actually really good. Bye, kitty! Take care. Oh, that one's almost out. Who are the strongest of all time? So many Bean references gives you joy. Superstar Saga is one of my favorite Mario games. If not my actual favorite. It holds a lot of, it holds a very important place in my heart. And then, Redria is canonically from the Bean Kingdom. More of a Dream Team girly. That is fair. I played Dream Team, never beat it. I beat Partners in Time, I think, but I only played that one once. I played Superstar Saga like 5 or 6 times through. Nintendo says I still need to finish my playthrough. Highly recommend. Though I started a playthrough on stream, and I haven't finished it yet either. Simply because, like, the game is a little bit slow and grindy. And I'm even playing the 3DS remake of it that had a lot of quality of life improvements. I also started Brothership on stream. I'm maybe like halfway through Brothership, I think. And that's another one that I do want to make more time for. There's just so many great games. Sometimes I get my hands on a little indie game like this, and I'm like, oh, I can finish this. I wasn't expecting it to have this many parts to it, though. Alright. I don't want to, but I should probably look at raiding out and ending stream. Because I also want to get some lunch. Oh my goodness, Art by Chi-Chi's live. You kept getting stuck. Adored Brothership, not the best, but the last boss fight hit. That's good to know. That is good to know. I've been told there's a fishing minigame, which baffles me and I find wonderful. So we're gonna raid Art by Chi-Chi, and then my next stream should be Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm planning on doing some art. We'll do more cereal boxes, and we'll continue working on my Harvest Moon collabs. Maybe if I have time, we'll work on a zine entry for our charity zine. Huh, looks like my stream might be buffering. Well, make do either way. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I had a blast, and I hope you guys had a great time too. I'm glad to have seen you for a little bit as well, Tendo. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know mornings are kind of a weird time for me to stream. So I'll be live Friday, and then I have a Fantasy Life I collab on Saturday. And Sunday, I'm planning on doing some Palia, and depending on the timing, at some point, I'm gonna be doing Fish Stick Protocol with my mod squad. I'm really looking forward to that one. So, keep going and growing, and I'll see you guys all Friday, bright and early. Bye-bye!